In today's episode, I'm going to break down 3 reasons why membership communities are actually better for your clients. Welcome to the $1 Million Memberships Podcast, where we help female entrepreneurs like yourself start, grow, and scale multiple 6- and 7-figure online memberships with simple, step-by-step strategies that actually work.
Your life is about to get so good.
Let's dive in. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the $1 Million Memberships Podcast. Today, we're going to be getting into a topic I love to talk about because I feel like memberships have a bad rap. And honestly, I think there's a few reasons for that. I think like the biggest reason for that is because this space, honestly, the online space, the online coaching space, the online self-development space, it's really not that old. In the grand scheme of things, like we're still very much so in our infancy. And a lot of the bigger household names in the coaching industry, in the self-development space, when they started membership programs, a lot of the times their memberships were just low ticket, kind of like bottom feeder type of offers. I feel like people started to get into this idea that that's just what all memberships are. And I really hope that I can break down and really kind of shed some light on just how different memberships actually can be from that and how incredible they actually are for not only your business, but your clients. In today's episode, I want to talk about why specifically memberships are the better option moving forward for your clients. This is especially if maybe you come from a one-on-one services background or one-on-one coaching background, and you might be wondering, if I start a membership, will that just muddy my brand? Will that just destroy my authority and trust that I've built with my audience? Will that even get them good results? So let's talk about that today. Today, we're going to get into 3 main reasons why memberships are just the better option right now, honestly, for your members, for your clients. And there's more reasons I can get into, but I really tried to narrow this into just 3 main points today. So the first one is that memberships provide a really realistic, long-term learning environment for your people. Meaning, when you have a membership, you have a community. And let's just say that you're a online fitness coach, for instance. I feel like that's a very common one. Let's just say you're an online fitness coach and you're used to working with people one-on-one, okay? When you are working with your clients one-on-one, what's happening? They're talking to you, maybe in Voxer or Slack or WhatsApp. They're just in a straight line of communication with you. They are also on coaching calls just with you, right? They're getting that straight line of communication just with you. Now let's look at the actual journey that your client goes through. When it comes to fitness, like that's not an easy journey for most people, right? That's a lot of work. There's a lot of personal development going into that. There's a lot of resistance going into that. There's a lot of learning and unlearning and breaking habits and all of the stuff. When they are in just one line of communication with you, and let's just say they start to hit a wall, maybe they're plateauing, maybe things are feeling hard, maybe they don't feel like the results that they should have at this point in time in your program really match up to where they're at or where they should be. Now, when they are just in a straight line of communication with you, you can tell them all you want until you go blue in the fucking face that this is just part of the journey. This is just how it is. It's hard. You're going to hit resistance. Everyone else goes through the same thing, I promise. But it just hits different. You kind of have to experience it on your own. It's like when someone's telling you something, a lot of the times that's not, no matter how much they explain it to you, if you're not actually experiencing it, if you don't have this like full body way of embodying what they are telling you, it can be kind of hard to comprehend or like truly 1000% believe and trust. And so what ends up happening with a lot of people when they're just doing one-on-one is they start to question themselves. They start to question their journey. They might start to question you as a coach. They might question whatever, because even though you're telling them these things, it's hard to fully trust it. And let's be honest, when you are sharing your client wins on social media, you're sharing the wins, you're sharing the highlight reels. You're not really sharing, oh, my client Brian is with me for 4 weeks and he's still at the same weight. That's okay. He's plateaued. That's okay. He's hit a wall. That's okay. This is regular. Like, you're not really sharing that stuff, and neither are any of the other online coaches or trainers out there. Like, let's just be so honest here. And so even though you're telling your client this is normal, they're not seeing that this is normal. They're seeing the highlight reels, everything else. Now, when they are in a community, they're seeing it all because people are in there sharing not only their wins, but their struggles. People are saying, oh, I've been in the membership for X amount of months and I just started plateauing. I don't know what's happening. Or, oh, I was doing so good for the first 6 weeks and now all of a sudden I just want to binge my cupboard. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've lost control. Has anyone else experienced this? Like, people are all in this journey together and all sharing both the wins and the struggles. And what this does is it helps people feel like they're not alone, that this is actually normal. All of a sudden they're actually believing it because they're seeing it. They're actually experiencing it within the community. And what's going to happen for your clients? When they see that, they're going to stay. They're going to commit to the bit. They're going to stay longer. They're going to say, okay, this is normal. Amazing. Holy shit, I wanted to give up for a second, but okay, Sally over here is feeling the exact same thing. Amazing. I'm going to keep it going. And all of a sudden you have this community of people who are honest and real with each other and thriving and also struggling. And it's just this community that people want to stay a part of because they don't feel alone anymore. And then you might be saying, okay, that's all fine and great, but people aren't going to commit to a membership because they're not going to commit to a $27 a month membership. The reason I do one-on-one high ticket coaching is because people have skin in the game. People are putting their all into it when they're actually investing. And what I have to say about that, number one, I have episodes coming out on this. If it hasn't already at the time I'm recording this, I can't remember which one comes out first. But your membership doesn't have to be low ticket. And that's what I was saying at the beginning of this episode, was that we all have this idea in our head that memberships have to be a certain way. They have to be $27 a month and no touch points and all the things. You guys, you don't have to have a membership like that. When I was a fitness coach, one of my memberships for fitness had different tiers. One of the tiers was $600 and one of the tiers was $900 a month as a fitness coach. And it was a membership. So just know your membership is not about being low ticket. Your membership is about having a community of people who are subscribed into your community, into your business on reoccurring payment plans or paying for an annual. And whatever goes inside your membership is completely up to what the result is that you want to get your people. It does not have to be low ticket. Remember that. Reason 2 memberships are the better option for your clients is because when you create a community within your business, which is your membership, people have that sense of just belonging, family, feeling like they're actually a part of something. And this kind of plays into the other one of when they are just surrounded by other people on the same journey as them, they want to stick to it. They want to commit to themselves, whether that's health, whether that's business, whether that's their relationships, whatever it is that your membership does, they want to actually commit to it. When people feel like they're part of a community, they are way more likely to actually get the result that it is that they are aiming to get inside of the membership because they're staying longer. They're making connections with other people who are on that journey. The other amazing thing is you're literally creating a little world for people virtually, which is so cool to me. It's kind of like going back to that saying, you're most like the 5 people that you surround yourself with. That is what you are creating for people when it comes to membership. So again, let's just go on to the fitness example because we're already going with it. You are literally giving your people such an advantage over other programs, other people just doing one-on-one programs. You are literally giving your people connection, giving your people community, giving your people new relationships and people that they can truly bond with and change their entire life. Yes, it might be virtual, but also guess what? There's so many friends that I have met in the online space who I have traveled to go see that I still talk to every single day on social media, that we support one another. I feel like a lot of my virtual friends at this point are bigger supporters of me and closer to me than some of my in-person friends and that I've had, say, growing up or whatever. And it's because you just have this different special bond. And those are the people that really keep you going. They motivate you when you're not motivated. You motivate them when they're not motivated. And you can just really be in each other's life and help each other out. And you, as the membership founder, are literally creating that for people. Like, that is so cool to me. If you're just doing one-on-one, there's no community, and it is so much easier to just ghost one person or give up on yourself and one other person or self-isolate when things feel hard than it is to do that when you're actually an active member of a community. Right? People are checking in on you. People are messaging you. You feel a pull to like really contribute to that community and be part of it and show up to it. There's just a special thing that happens when you create community, and by turning your program or creating a community for your offer rather than just offering just straight one-on-one, you are changing everything potentially for your people. And I think that is absolutely incredible. Number 3 of why memberships are the better option for your clients over one-on-one is because memberships just offer continuous touch points to your members. It's not just one-off calls. It's not just messaging your coach when you think you have a question or when you're struggling with something. It's continuous. You are continuously in a community seeing other people's questions, and that might even spark something for your members that, oh, I didn't even know that I had this question, but now that I see this person asked that question, that's exactly what I was struggling with. Holy shit, major breakthrough for me. I had no idea why I was struggling so hard, and I didn't even know how to put into words how I was struggling or what I was feeling, which is why I didn't personally reach out. But oh my God, I just saw Amanda over here articulated it perfectly. That's exactly what I'm feeling. And then look what happens. Your members all of a sudden are having breakthroughs because of questions that they didn't even know that they had. And that's just one example. If you have a back-end membership, maybe you are someone who truly wants to teach in your membership. Maybe it's something very specific that you want to teach in your membership. You could have a course on the back end of it. You could have trainings on the back end of it. Obviously, only if it really makes sense for your result. That is a different podcast episode I get into. Again, I don't remember if it's before this one or after this one, but it's around this general episode. But your members have just ongoing touch points. There's touch points everywhere that's aiding and helping them in this overall transformation. You want your membership to be that thing that people pull up when they're in line at a doctor's office or waiting at the grocery store, whatever it is. Instead of pulling up social media, they're pulling up your membership to check in with people, to see what people have posted in the community. Maybe they're taking in a video that you have in there if you do have a back-end membership with a course. It's just a little world for people. There's ongoing support, ongoing touch points for them at all times. And what happens when people are so tied in to something like your membership app or your membership? That becomes their personality. That becomes who they are. And if that becomes who they are, what do you think that does for their results? It is honestly, in my opinion, I just feel like it is my responsibility in the coaching industry to break down these myths about memberships and them having to be just like fillers inside of programs and not actually get people results. Because if you create your membership the right way, if you structure it the right way, if you price it the right way for what it is that your results, your ideal results are for your members, it is literally like black and white difference of how much better they can be for your people over just straight one-on-one. If you are here right now and you are thinking, okay, oh my God, yes, I really want to get into memberships. I really want to start looking into this. Go to the show notes of this episode. I have so many resources and ways that you can start your membership. One of them being a 35-minute free training that I just recorded that has been absolutely blowing up. People are loving it. Or if you have just been thinking of starting your membership, if you've been thinking this might be the time that you finally go all in on it, this is literally the perfect time because $1 Million Memberships Club is now open and we are enrolling new members until July 31st. And I want you to just get really real with yourself for a second. I think of this like this is, I would say, a personal practice of mine when it comes to my life and my business. And anytime I'm imagining or have a big goal or have been thinking about doing something that maybe I haven't taken action on yet, I like to think of this. I want you to sit down with me for a second. This is going to be quick. It is so worth it. I promise. I want you to think, where could you be 12 months from now if you just started today? If you have been thinking of starting your membership, if you committed to going all in on your membership for 1 whole year, where could you be? I know that you have probably kicked yourself before. I personally have. I think every entrepreneur friend that I have has felt this in some way or another, that you wish that you had just started something when you had the nudge to do it. Whether that be you had the idea to start a YouTube channel in 2014 and you just didn't pull the trigger, and now you look back and you're like, shit, if I would have just done that, I would have been one of the top YouTubers by now. Or maybe it was in 2020 when everyone started getting on TikTok and you didn't want to get on there because you didn't want to dance and you didn't like the app. Speaking from personal experience. And now you look back and you're like, shit, if I would have just gone on there and just been myself, but actually created content, where could I be right now? Or maybe it was a podcast, whatever it is. Do not let your membership be that next thing. Do not wait until it feels too crowded. If this is something that you are wanting to do, don't let it be that thing that you look back a year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, and you're just like, fuck, I really wish I did that, because if I went all in when I had the nudge to, I would be able to be so much further along by now, or this is where I would be right now. Don't wait until it gets too crowded. Creators and business owners, I'm just going to give you this little tidbit that I've started noticing right now. People are starting to see how impactful having memberships are. And trust me on this, because this is my job. I'm literally talking to people about memberships every single day. I'm in the DMs every single day. I'm on the back end of it. And I have noticed way more than ever before, I am starting to get asked for more and more speaking engagements, to come on more podcasts, to do more guest trainings on memberships. And what does that mean to me? That means that people are starting to really clue in that this is a really good model. And that also means that more and more people are going to start them soon. And it's already happening, and you are here, which is the amazing thing, because I'm giving you these inside scoops in real time. Literally, as I am learning these things and as I'm experiencing it, I'm bringing it to the podcast. And when I say start now, trust me on this. If you have been wanting a membership, if you've been thinking about it, don't sleep on this. Trust me. If you have also just been imagining a life and a business where maybe new members are joining your membership overnight, you wake up in the morning and you see you have new members and you're just like, oh my God, that's amazing. That would have never happened with my high ticket one-on-one coaching, the only thing that I offer. Or maybe you just wake up in the morning and you have your coffee and you're sitting by your window and you're opening your community app and you're just looking and being like, oh my God, this is an actual little world. Members are just talking to each other. They're sharing their wins. Oh my God, someone just made an introduction. There's a new member in there. And you're just so happy that things are happening just on the back end. And without you having to actually be on a call or do all of these things, this community, this world is just happening because of your membership. And if this is very oddly specific, it's because I'm literally thinking of my morning today. This is exactly what happened this morning for me. Maybe people are just so obsessed with your membership, with your work that you do, that they just love to be a part of it. They're starting to share it on their Instagram stories. They're starting to share it with their friends. They're literally starting to sell your membership for you. And all of a sudden you realize, holy shit, things aren't feeling resistant anymore. I feel like I'm actually making money every day and more money every day. And it's snowballing every single month, because that's what happens with memberships. They start to snowball as more people get in there and people enjoy it and people love it and want to share it. It's not only you selling it anymore. It's an entire loyal community working with you. Just by them being in that world and talking about it, they're doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Or maybe it's just you are not stuck on back-to-back calls, chasing clients, chasing people in the DMs, trying to get on sales calls. You've finally just built something scalable, something that makes you money without burning you out, without having to take another hour out of your day to get on a call. Whatever that is for you, whatever that dream life looks like for you, you truly have two choices right now. If again, a membership has been something that has been on your mind, which I'm assuming if you are listening to this podcast, it is, because literally we don't talk about anything else except for membership. So I'm just going to take a wild guess and assume that it is. So you have two choices. You can decide that whatever that is for you, whatever all of those things are for you, whatever it is that you're really wanting for your life, you can decide that that will be your life and you will go for it and you will commit for the year. You will make this your focus. You will make this your priority and you won't look back and wish that you had started today. Or choice number 2 is you can keep waiting. And you probably will end up kicking yourself for not starting when you just had that initial nudge. So if this is hitting with you, if you're like, I am so ready to start my membership, this is the absolute perfect time, because right now we are in an active enrollment for $1 Million Memberships Club, which means we are taking in new members. We are taking new members until July 31st. So if you are listening to this in real time, you definitely do not want to miss this. So when you join, you will get monthly live support and strategy calls where we just workshop your membership. You're getting live personalized support from me, personalized feedback. You get to actually also just be on a call with other members of the community. You also get 8 step-by-step $1 Million Membership setup guides, which is how you are going to build your membership from 0 to multiple 6 or 7 figures, all with our proven frameworks. And I love these because they are truly guides and they go hand in hand with our checklist. So you always can keep track of what it is that you've got done, what else you have to get done, what order things should be going in. It just keeps you so on track. And you don't have to sit through hours and hours and hours of video trainings just to be scrambling to take notes and try and put together the pieces like so many other programs. These are setup guides and I'm obsessed with them. Our members are obsessed with them. You'll also have daily Q&A support from me and other successful members inside of the community. Any questions that you have, you can always drop them in the community. You can get support. A lot of times members will throw their marketing points in there or throw their program design in there and just ask, hey, does anyone have any feedback on this? Has anyone done something similar? Would love some help on this. And everyone is just so happy to support one another in there. You're also going to get our full template vault, which really goes hand in hand with our membership setup guides. Literally, when I tell you everything that I can think of to make into a template and give it to you so that you don't have to sit and spend hours and hours trying to create things on your own, I'm going to do it. And so every single month, I'm adding new templates into the membership. We have incredible templates in there that are just going to save you. Literally, I don't even want to say hours. I want to say months of time, because there's so much in there that you can just take and apply to your business. Example, we have a 30-day new member email sequence. That would overwhelm the shit out of most people, thinking, oh my God, I have this new membership and now I have to sit and write emails that cover 30 days of a new member's experience. But I give it to you. I give everything to you. It's all proven. We hit all of the points that you're going to want your new members to have. Everything that's going to give them the best initial experience inside of your membership. We give you that template. All you have to do is personalize it to your membership and it's done for you. So that's just literally one example of so many templates that we have, but you get that all when you join $1 Million Memberships Club. And when you join right now, you are getting the entire year for $400 off. And everything I just told you about, the 8 membership setup guides, the entire template vault, our past call recordings and workshops, our community, literally everything. When you join our annual membership, you get access to all of it immediately. As soon as you press submit, you are getting access to it. You can literally jump in right now after you listen to this and have access to myself. You can ask me questions in our community. You have access to our network, every single other female entrepreneur who is inside, which, by the way, people work years to build a network like this, and you are literally given a network of other successful female entrepreneurs you can collaborate with, support each other. It's absolutely the best. And you're getting every single tool and strategy that you need to set your membership up to scale today. Don't miss the deadline, July 31st. We are in enrollment right now until July 31st. You get $400 off. Use the code JULY400 to make sure that you get that savings at checkout. You can also find all of the links, everything you need to get yourself set up inside of the membership in the show notes of this episode. If you are listening to it after July 31st, still check it out, see what your options are. I appreciate you so much. And if you like this podcast, if you like the value on it, you appreciate the content that I deliver here, I would also so appreciate if you could take a minute and just leave a rating and review. And I cannot wait to talk to you next week. Goodbye.